Are you just starting your fitness journey and your chest is flatter than a wooden plank? Or are you an experienced athlete looking to break through plateaus and take your chest gains to the next level? Whether you're a beginner or a pro, I am confident that today you will learn something new, and if you follow my exercise selections, you'll take your pecs from this to this. Our pectoral muscles are divided into 3 areas: lower, middle, and upper. To achieve a 3D look, you need to effectively target all 3 parts. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. And don't worry, I will also cover the best inner chest moves. But first, let's start with the upper area. Now, why is the upper chest so important? First, it creates that defined, shelf-like look that makes your chest stand out, especially in a t-shirt. But it's not just about aesthetics. A strong upper chest enhances your pressing strength, supports your shoulders for better stability, and helps you avoid muscle imbalances that can lead to injury. Most people focus too much on flat bench pressing, leaving the upper chest underdeveloped. That's a huge mistake if you're aiming for a balanced physique. Let's start with the all-time classic incline bench press. It is one of the most effective compound exercises specifically designed to target the upper chest. It is exceptional for isolating the upper chest while still engaging secondary muscles like anterior deltoids and triceps. Unlike flat or decline presses, the inclined angle ensures that clavicular fibers are working harder, making it a superior choice for building a well-rounded chest. From a functional perspective, the incline bench press improves strength and performance in pushing movements that require an upward angle. For example, like lifting objects overhead or performing athletic motions like throwing. It also enhances shoulder stability, which is crucial for injury prevention and overall upper body strength. Now let's see what is the difference between the barbell and dumbbell variation. With a barbell, you can lift heavier weights, making it ideal for maximizing strength and muscle growth. Unracking and re-racking a barbell is straightforward, especially for heavier sets, so it's great for progressive overload. While performing this movement, both sides of your chest work together, promoting even muscle growth, though this can hide strength imbalances. However, the fixed bar path can limit your range of motion slightly, and it doesn't allow for unilateral work, which could be an issue if you're dealing with imbalances. On the other hand, the dumbbell version is a more versatile and joint-friendly alternative. Dumbbells allow you to lower the weights further, providing a deeper stretch and better activation of the upper chest fibers. Each arm works independently, helping to correct size or strength imbalances between sides. Dumbbells recruit more stabilizing muscles, improving overall control and shoulder health. On the downside, it's harder to handle very heavy weights, and getting the dumbbells into position can be tricky without assistance. I'm a big fan of the barbell variation, but I know a lot of people swear by using dumbbells instead. Take Jay Cutler, for example. He's a great advocate for dumbbells. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer and why. The next exercise I've prepared for you is the incline dumbbell flies. One of the standout features of this movement is the deep stretch it provides at the bottom of the motion. When performed with proper form, the stretch places the upper chest under significant tension, which research suggests is a powerful trigger for muscle growth. The controlled stretch not only promotes hypertrophy, but also enhances flexibility and mobility in the chest and shoulders. The movement pattern of the incline dumbbell fly is particularly effective for improving your mind-muscle connection. The slow, deliberate motion lets you focus on feeling the upper chest engage and contract, which helps maximize activation. Over time, this improved connection translates to more effective workouts and better results. Here are a few tips that I use when performing this exercise. Keep a slight bend in your elbows to reduce strain on the joints. Lower the dumbbells until you feel a good stretch in the chest. Don't let them drop too low. Move in a controlled, smooth arc to maintain tension on the upper chest throughout the movement. Want to level up this exercise? Perform it with cables. Unlike dumbbells, cables provide constant tension on the chest muscles from start to finish. With dumbbells, the resistance decreases as you approach the top of the movement due to gravity, but cables maintain resistance throughout the entire arc. This ensures that your upper chest is engaged both during the stretch and contraction phases, maximizing muscle activation. Cables allow for greater versatility in adjusting the angle of resistance. By tweaking the position of the pulleys, you can fine-tune the exercise to emphasize specific parts of your upper chest, ensuring a more complete and effective workout. This is especially useful for targeting the inner upper chest, which can be hard to isolate with the dumbbells. The cable machine adds a level of control that's harder to achieve with free weights. The steady tension provided by cables eliminates the need to balance dumbbells, allowing you to focus entirely on your form and the contraction of your chest. This makes it a safer and more efficient option for lifters of all experience levels. You can bring your hands closer together at the top of the movement, creating a stronger peak contraction in the chest. This full range of motion helps stretch and squeeze the muscle fibers more effectively, leading to greater muscle growth and definition. Because cables provide a smoother resistance curve, they place less stress on your shoulders and elbow joints compared to the dumbbells. I found out the cables are perfect for pairing with other upper chest exercises and supersets. Make sure to comment below if you prefer training with cables or free weights. For me, cables are always at the top. The next move on our list is the low to high cable crossovers. This exercise uses the unique angle of pulling the cables from a low position to a high one, which creates an intense contraction in the upper portion of the chest. By adjusting the angle of the cables, you're able to isolate the upper chest fibers more effectively compared to other exercises. When performing low to high cable crossovers, the key is to position the cables at a low point, usually near the floor, and bring them upward in an arching motion. This mimics the natural line of the upper chest fibers, providing both a deep stretch at the bottom and a strong contraction at the top. Unlike dumbbells or barbells, the cables provide constant tension throughout the entire movement, ensuring that the muscle remains engaged from start to finish, which is crucial for muscle growth. One of the standout benefits of cable crossovers is the ability to easily adjust the weight and resistance. This makes it simple to customize the intensity to fit your specific goals, whether you're aiming for higher reps and endurance or heavier loads for strength. Additionally, the cable machine offers a more controlled and isolated movement, minimizing the risk of injury if performed correctly, especially compared to free weight exercises. To perform the move effectively, it's important to maintain proper posture by keeping your chest lifted and your shoulders back. As you bring the cables upward, focus on squeezing your upper chest and bringing your hands together in front of you. Avoid overextending your arms or using momentum, as this can take the focus off the muscle and increase the risk of injury. Keep your movement slow and controlled throughout the set to fully engage the target muscle and maximize the effectiveness of the exercise. While we are on the cable machine, I wanted to add one more exercise that I absolutely love: incline cable press. This move mimics a pressing motion similar to the barbell or dumbbell press, and it's great for improving pressing strength in a way that isolates the chest more effectively. The consistent resistance ensures that your upper chest is maximally engaged in the pressing phase, allowing for focused strength development in this specific muscle group. If you haven't done it before, I definitely recommend you take a shot with it. The landmine press is especially beneficial for lifters dealing with shoulder discomfort or mobility issues. The angle of the move is more natural to the shoulder joint, reducing strain compared to traditional overhead pressing exercises like the barbell or dumbbell press. This exercise was a staple for me when I was rehabbing from my recent shoulder injury. The pressing motion follows a path that is more in line with the shoulder's natural movement, which minimizes the risk of injury while still targeting the upper chest. It allows for a greater range of motion than many other pressing exercises. The upward and forward pressing motion helps fully stretch the chest and shoulders, providing a deeper contraction in the upper chest at the top of the movement. This increased range ensures that the muscle fibers in the chest are fully engaged, promoting greater hypertrophy and strength. Unlike some other upper chest exercises, the landmine press also engages your core muscles significantly. The pressing motion requires you to stabilize your body, which activates the core muscles, including your abs, obliques, and lower back. This added core activation not only helps you build a stronger core, but also enhances your overall stability and strength during the motion. It's easy to switch to a unilateral movement by using one arm at a time. This isolates each side of the upper chest, helping to address any imbalances to ensure that both sides of your chest are developing evenly. It also allows for a more focused mind-muscle connection, especially with the upper chest fibers. Additionally, it offers explosive strength due to its upward, angled motion. This dynamic movement can improve your ability to generate force, which is especially useful for athletic performance. It can enhance your pressing strength for other exercises. But wait, can you really build a well-defined upper chest without equipment? As a hybrid athlete who trains calisthenics, I can confidently say that's a yes. You can absolutely build a huge upper chest using just your body weight. The right exercise selection here is incline push-ups. If you're a beginner, you can do them on a slightly elevated surface. And if you're advanced, you can add a weighted vest. Personally, I don't focus on counting reps. I'll just give it everything I've got until my arms feel like they might fall off. If you perform them on a bar, you'll definitely increase muscle activation and experience an insane pump. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these or any other exercises, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible. Now that you know the best upper chest moves, it's time to shift our attention to the middle area. Now, why does this area deserve your attention? Aside from filling out your chest from side to side, A strong middle chest is the foundation for pressing power. It helps you push more weight and improves your overall upper body strength. And let's be real here, we all want a massive upper body. If you follow my exercise selections, I guarantee that you will achieve your goals. The machine chest press is one of the best exercises for developing the middle portion of the pectorals. And here's why it's so effective. Unlike free weight exercises, this move is incredibly controlled, which means you're able to target the middle of the chest with precision. The machine guides your movement along a fixed path, allowing you to focus all your energy on pressing the weight with minimal distractions. This fixed movement path ensures that your chest, especially in the middle portion, is doing most of the work, without stabilizing demands that free weights require. This focused tension can lead to better hypertrophy. Many chest press machines come with adjustable seats or handles, allowing you to set the perfect angle to target the right area. By adjusting the machine to a neutral position that is not too high and not too low, you can ensure the most effective alignment for targeting the sternal head of the pectoralis major. This makes it incredibly versatile and helps you customize your workout based on your unique body mechanics. Another benefit of the machine is that it keeps constant tension in your chest throughout the entire range of motion. With free weights, you might experience a slight reduction in tension at certain points, especially at the top or bottom of the lift. But with this machine, the weight is continuously loaded on your muscles. This type of equipment is perfect for people who are dealing with or recovering from an injury. Sadly, I'm adding myself to this category. Comment below if you currently have an injury or have recently recovered from one. Unlike free weights, which demand constant focus on balance and stability, the machine chest press provides more support, letting you push heavier loads with less risk of injury. This added stability allows you to challenge your middle pecs with bigger weights, so you can really push your limits without worrying about losing control. Next up, we have dips. Leaning slightly forward shifts the emphasis away from the triceps and shoulders, placing more load on the chest. The angle you create by leaning forward mimics the pressing motion of a bench press, and that movement pattern helps recruit more muscle fibers in the middle portion of your chest for better muscle activation. Dips allow for a deep stretch in the chest, especially at the bottom of the movement where you lower your body. This deep stretch is essential for engaging muscle fibers in the middle chest and promoting growth. The range of motion in dips is far superior to many chest exercises because your body is moving through a vertical plane that encourages a full extension and contraction of the pectorals. The greater the stretch and contraction, the better the potential for muscle development. Unlike isolation exercises that target just one muscle, dips are a compound movement that engage multiple muscle groups. While the chest takes the brunt of the load, the shoulders and triceps are also involved. However, when you lean forward and control the movement with your chest, you ensure that the middle pectorals are doing most of the work. The tempo and control of dips allows for a longer time under tension, specifically at the bottom and top of the movement. By slowing down the dip, especially during the descent, you ensure that your middle chest is under constant tension for a longer period. This is an excellent strategy for stimulating muscle growth, as a long time under tension increases metabolic stress and enhances muscle fiber recruitment. Additionally, advanced athletes can use a weighted vest or belt to make the movement more challenging, while beginners can perform these exercises with resistance bands. Back in the day when I was training exclusively with calisthenics, I saw incredible results and actually developed a chest that was more defined than most athletes who spend hours bench pressing. I didn't have access to heavy weights or machines, but my body weight training was more than enough to build size and strength, especially in the chest. That's why I can't skip push-ups in this video. Regular and wide push-ups are two of the best exercises for really targeting the middle chest. When you add a weighted vest, you increase the intensity, forcing your muscles to work even harder, which leads to more muscle growth over time. I've personally seen some serious chest development from push-ups alone. If you're planning to include both variations in your workout, I highly recommend starting with wide push-ups and then switching to regular ones. Wide push-ups hit the outer portions of your middle chest, while regular push-ups bring more focus to the inner and central parts of the chest. I don't have a specific reason for this order, but personally, it's been a game changer for me. And it's worked incredibly well for the clients I've trained over the years. There's something about starting with a wider variation that really preps the chest and sets the tone for a more effective workout. Let me know in the comments if you combine calisthenics and weightlifting exercises in your program. Let's move on to the old school top dogs, the flat bench and dumbbell press. These exercises are absolute staples when it comes to building the middle chest, and for good reason. The flat bench press allows you to lift heavy weights, making it great for building overall chest mass and strength. It targets the middle chest effectively, especially when you focus on proper form and control. The pressing motion helps to activate the muscle fibers in the center of your chest, leading to both strength and size gains. The dumbbell press, on the other hand, brings a unique benefit by allowing a greater range of motion compared to the barbell bench press. Since each arm moves independently, you're able to fully stretch and contract the chest more deeply. The dumbbells also help improve muscle imbalances, ensuring that both sides of your chest develop evenly. Let me know which one you personally prefer and why. The next exercise I highly recommend adding to your program is the flat bench cable press. If you've been watching my videos, you know I'm a big fan of cable exercises, and for good reason. The constant tension, stretch, and incredible pump you feel afterward are unmatched. While traditional compound lifts like the barbell bench press engage multiple muscle groups, the flat bench cable press allows you to isolate the chest more effectively. The fixed resistance and adjustable weight make it easier to focus purely on the middle chest without overloading secondary muscles or risking imbalances. One of the great benefits of this exercise is the versatility it offers. You can adjust the angle of the cables to target different areas of the chest. For example, when the cables are positioned at a low to mid angle, you'll maximize activation in the middle part of the pectorals. This adaptability ensures that you're always targeting your chest in a way that promotes balanced development while also reducing strain on the shoulders. Now, let's take it a step further with the one-arm flat bench cable press, which brings even more precision to your training. By working one side at a time, you achieve a greater range of motion and better control over the movement. Unlike bilateral presses, where the dominant arm might take over, this unilateral approach ensures that each side works independently, promoting symmetry and balance in your chest development. Another advantage of the one-arm variation is the ability to press with a more natural motion. This eliminates the interference of the other arm, allowing you to press deeply and fully engage the chest. The result is not just better isolation, but also a strong mind-muscle connection. With all your focus on one side, you can emphasize the squeeze and stretch in the middle chest, further enhancing muscle activation and growth. Over time, this level of control helps refine your chest shape, strength, and overall functionality, giving you a more complete, balanced, and well-defined look. That said, there are a few common mistakes to watch out for when performing this exercise. Going too heavy can compromise your form, reduce the range of motion, and shift focus away from the chest to supporting muscles like the shoulders and triceps. Placing the cables too high or too low can lead to awkward angles that minimize chest activation and strain the shoulders. Always ensure the cables align with your chest for optimal engagement. Cutting the press short, especially at the stretch or squeeze, reduces the effectiveness of the movement. Focus on achieving a deep stretch and full contraction on each rep. Failing to maintain a flat back against the bench can reduce stability and increase the risk of injury. Engage your core to stay properly aligned. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these or other exercises, and I'll do my best to reply as quickly as possible. Okay, now it's time to move to the lower part. The lower chest is key to a balanced, defined physique. It adds that sharp line to your pecs for a polished look and enhances strength in pressing movements, making your upper body both strong and aesthetic. This area can be tough to build, but today, I'll simplify everything by giving you the right exercises and tips. With that said, let's start with the first move on our list, the decline dumbbell press. The decline angle allows for a greater range of motion compared to a flat bench press, enabling you to lower the dumbbells deeper and stretch the chest more effectively. This deeper stretch engages more muscle fibers in the lower pecs, promoting better growth. Using dumbbells requires more stabilization, which forces your chest, shoulders, and triceps to work harder. This not only helps with muscle development, but also improves overall upper body strength. The decline position naturally shifts the focus to the lower pectorals, creating a stronger contraction in this area as you press the dumbbells up, helping to define and develop the lower chest. Additionally, using dumbbells allows for unilateral movement, which helps correct any muscle imbalances by ensuring each arm works independently. This leads to more even chest development. The exercise also offers a deeper stretch at the bottom and full contraction at the top, optimizing muscle activation and resulting in better growth. Is there a difference between dumbbells and a barbell? Let's find out! The decline bench press is another excellent exercise for targeting the lower chest, but it differs from the decline dumbbells in a few key ways. The main advantage of the decline bench press is its ability to lift heavier weights due to the barbell, which can lead to greater overall strength gains. However, when it comes to muscle activation, the decline dumbbell press has the edge. The dumbbells allow for a greater range of motion and independent arm movement, which can lead to more thorough activation of the lower pectorals. This range of motion is crucial for fully stretching and contracting the muscles, especially in the lower chest, making it a better option for hypertrophy. On the other hand, the decline bench press carries a higher risk due to the fixed position of the barbell. If you're not careful, you may struggle to control the bar at the bottom of the movement, especially when lifting heavy weights. This increases the risk of injury, specifically to the shoulders or wrists. The dumbbell press, while still requiring attention to form, offers more flexibility in movement and can reduce the risk of injury since each arm is free to move independently. As an athlete with many injuries behind my back, I always prioritize safety, which is why I prefer to use dumbbells for decline exercises. They offer more freedom of movement and feel safer for me, especially when I'm focusing on form. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you prefer dumbbells or barbells for your chest workouts? Drop your opinion in the comments. If you've been watching my videos, you know I can't skip a good calisthenics exercise. To all the gym rats asking, can you build muscle with bodyweight movements? My experience says a strong yes. Straight bar dips have worked really well for me, especially when it comes to lower chest development. The straight bar variation places you in a slightly declined position, shifting the focus to the lower pectorals and allowing for deeper engagement of the chest muscles. Unlike regular dips, the straight bar provides a more stable grip, which reduces stress on the wrists and shoulders, making it a great option for those with joint concerns. To maximize the activation of the lower chest, it's important to lean your torso forward and flare your elbows slightly as you lower your body. This position ensures that your chest does most of the work, rather than relying on the triceps. Additionally, the movement engages your triceps and anterior deltoids, giving you a full upper body workout with just one exercise. One of the key benefits of straight bar dips is the ability to increase the difficulty by adding weight, making it suitable for both beginners and advanced lifters. The most efficient way I've found to add resistance is with a weighted vest or ankle weights. Lifting belts tend to swing around and can throw off your form, which is why I don't recommend them. Avoid letting your body swing or locking out your elbows at the top, as this can reduce tension on the muscles and increase the risk of injury. Focus on controlled, smooth movements for optimal results. Another killer bodyweight exercise for the lower chest is elevated push-ups. They are a simple yet effective way to target the lower chest by shifting the angle of the movement. By elevating your feet on a bench, box, or any stable surface, you create a decline that emphasizes the lower portion of the pectorals while still engaging the triceps, shoulders, and core. This variation closely mimics the decline bench press, but without the need for equipment, making it a great bodyweight option for building the chest. The incline position increases the range of motion, allowing for a deeper stretch in the chest and a more powerful contraction at the top. As you lower your body, you'll feel the stretch in your lower pecs, and when you push up, the muscles are forced to contract more fully. This helps to develop both strength and definition in the lower part of the chest, contributing to a well-rounded, symmetrical look. One of the benefits of elevated push-ups is their scalability. You can increase the intensity by raising your feet higher or by adding weight via a weighted vest. I get asked this all the time. Can I use a weighted backpack? The answer is a strong no. Weighted backpacks throw off your form and increase the risk of injury. It's just not worth it. Stick to the weighted vest or use your own body weight. This exercise is a safer alternative to decline bench presses or dips if you have shoulder or back issues, as it puts less strain on the joints. Form is key. Ensure your hands are placed slightly wider than your shoulder width apart and keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Avoid letting your hips sag or your back arch excessively, as this can reduce chest activation and put strain on your lower back. Comment below if you have bodyweight exercises in your workout routine. The next move on our list is the high to low cable flies, one of the most effective exercises for building and defining the lower chest. What sets this movement apart is how it directly targets the lower portion of the pectoralis major, isolating it for maximum engagement. By following a high to low arc, this exercise aligns perfectly with the direction of the muscle fibers, ensuring that the lower chest does most of the work. Unlike pressing movements, which often involve supporting muscles like the shoulders or triceps, the high to low cable flies keep the focus squarely on the chest throughout the entire motion, making it an essential addition to any chest workout. To perform this exercise, begin by adjusting the cables to a high position, roughly at shoulder height or slightly above. Step forward into the setup with a staggered stance, placing one foot in front of the other to enhance stability and allow for a more powerful movement. Lean forward slightly from your hips, keeping your core braced, and maintain a soft bend in your elbows throughout the exercise. As you pull the cables downward, focus on moving your hands in a controlled arc, aiming to bring them together near hip level. This motion mimics the natural path of the lower chest fibers, ensuring that you're targeting the right area. Control is critical for getting the most out of this exercise. Avoid rushing through the reps. Instead, take 2 to 3 seconds to allow the cables to stretch your muscle at the top of the motion, and then slowly bring your hands together, squeezing your lower chest as you do. This not only maximizes muscle activation, but also helps prevent unnecessary strain on your shoulders or elbows. To further enhance the effectiveness, focus on the mind-muscle connection. Visualize your lower chest contracting with each rep and resist the urge to rely on momentum or assistance from other muscles. For even better results, add a slight pause at the bottom of each repetition to emphasize the contraction. This will help you fully engage the lower pecs and build that well-defined lower chest curve that completes the look of a powerful and balanced upper body. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these or any other exercises, and I'll do my best to reply as quickly as possible. Now you know the best upper, middle, and lower chest moves. It's time to focus on the top inner chest exercises, one of my absolute favorite areas to train. Let's start with my personal favorite exercise, which is the pec deck. This is one of the most effective machines for isolating the pectoral muscles, and it has become a staple for those looking to target the chest, especially the inner and lower portions, with precision. The design of the machine forces your arms into a fixed path, which removes the need for stabilization and allows you to concentrate entirely on the chest. This makes it an excellent tool for muscle isolation, enabling you to activate the pectorals to their fullest potential. Unlike free weight exercises, the pec deck keeps constant tension on the chest throughout the movement, preventing any momentum from taking over and ensuring maximum muscle engagement. One of the standout benefits of the pec deck is the ability to achieve a deep stretch at the start of the movement. As you pull the arms back and set up for the squeeze, the chest is stretched fully, which increases muscle fiber recruitment. The stretch at the bottom can be especially beneficial for enhancing overall muscle growth, as studies show that stretching during exercise can contribute to better hypertrophy by promoting increased blood flow and muscle fiber activation. As you bring the arms together at the peak of the movement, you experience a powerful contraction in the middle of the chest, which directly targets the inner pectorals. This is important because the inner chest is often harder to target with traditional exercises like the bench press, but the pec deck provides a focused way to really hone in on this area. The pressing motion and squeeze work to not only build strength, but also definition and muscle density, especially in the inner and lower pectorals, helping to create that desired cleavage or defined line down the middle of the chest. The range of motion in the pec deck allows for greater contraction at the top of the movement, something that's often difficult to achieve in free weight exercises. This ensures that you're hitting the chest through a full range, from the deepest stretch to the strongest squeeze, which can lead to more comprehensive muscle development. Another key benefit is that the machine provides a guided path of movement, which is great for beginners or anyone looking to minimize the risk of injury. The pec deck machine can be a safer alternative to exercises like the bench press or dumbbell flies. It also allows for precise control over the weight and movement, ensuring that the chest muscles do the majority of the work rather than compensating with other muscle groups. Additionally, the pec deck ensures balanced development since it forces both arms to move through the same range of motion. This can be especially helpful in correcting muscle imbalances or weaknesses. If one side of your chest is weaker than the other, the pec deck ensures each side is activated equally, promoting symmetrical growth across both sides of the chest. Comment below if you use this machine and let me know your honest feedback. Now let's talk about the close grip bench press, an excellent exercise for building the inner chest. While it's typically known for targeting the triceps, the close grip bench press is also incredibly effective for developing the inner pectorals. By bringing your hands closer together, you change the path of the movement, forcing your elbows to stay closer to your body. This reduces shoulder involvement and places more emphasis on the chest, especially the sternal head of the pectoralis major, which is responsible for the inner chest. The closer grip increases the range of motion, allowing you to stretch the chest deeper at the bottom of the movement and contract the pectorals more fully at the top. This added stretch and squeeze can lead to better hypertrophy and muscle development in the inner portion of the chest. Additionally, the close grip bench press works the triceps significantly, improving pressing strength and helping you push heavier weights, which in turn supports overall upper body strength and chest development. For those with shoulder issues, the close grip bench press is a great alternative to the traditional bench press because it places less strain on the shoulders. The narrower hand positioning also allows for better control and stability, making it a safer option for many lifters. The calisthenics counterpart to the close grip bench press is the diamond push-up. Without a doubt, this is the push-up variation that has made the biggest difference in my chest development, which is why it's my absolute favorite. This variation of the standard push-up involves bringing your hands together directly beneath your chest, forming a diamond shape with your fingers. This hand placement shifts the focus away from the shoulders and outer chest, placing more emphasis on the inner pectorals and triceps. The unique positioning of the hands in diamond push-ups helps engage the inner portion of the chest more effectively than regular push-ups. As you lower your body, The closer hand position stretches the chest muscles more deeply, while the pressing phase forces a stronger contraction in the inner chest fibers, promoting growth and definition in this area. The exercise helps improve pressing power and contributes to overall upper body strength. Since it's a bodyweight movement, diamond push-ups can be done anywhere, making them highly convenient for home workouts or when you don't have access to equipment. Next up, we have the incline dumbbell flies. By performing the exercise on an incline, you emphasize the upper pectorals, which can indirectly improve the appearance of the inner chest by helping to create a fuller, more defined overall chest. The wide arc of the dumbbells allows for a deep stretch at the bottom of the movement, and as you bring the weights back together at the top, your chest muscles are fully engaged. While this exercise is fantastic for overall chest development, it doesn't isolate the inner chest as directly as other movements. However, the muscle recruitment and range of motion can help build a foundation for a defined chest, including the inner portion, as you work to develop overall mass and strength. Cable flies are exceptional for isolating and targeting the inner chest, making them a must-have in any chest-focused routine. When performed with the cable set at chest height, the movement allows you to bring your hands together in front of your body in a controlled manner, keeping constant tension on the chest muscles throughout the entire range of motion. This is where cables shine. They provide continuous tension, especially at the peak of contraction, where the inner chest fibers are most effectively activated. This constant tension helps to fully engage the inner chest, promoting growth and definition in an area that can be difficult to target with other exercises. One of the key benefits of cable flies is their versatility. By adjusting the angle of the cables, whether high to low, low to high, or straight from chest height, you can emphasize different parts of the chest. For example, performing the movement with the cables at chest height focuses primarily on the inner chest, while a low to high angle can shift some of the focus to the upper chest. This adaptability ensures you can tailor the exercise to your specific goals, whether you're aiming to improve inner chest definition, overall chest symmetry, or both. Compared to dumbbell flies, cable flies offer distinct advantages for inner chest activation. While dumbbells provide a greater range of motion and a deeper stretch at the bottom of the movement, they lose tension as you approach the top. This means the inner chest isn't as fully engaged during the critical peak contraction. In contrast, cable flies maintain consistent tension throughout the entire movement. This continuous resistance ensures the inner chest remains engaged from the start to the finish, making cable flies superior for isolating and effectively simulating this area. When it comes to execution, proper form is essential. Stand in the center of the cable machine with a slight forward lean and a staggered stance for stability. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders back, and arms slightly bent throughout the movement to avoid putting unnecessary stress on the shoulders. As you bring the cables together, focus on squeezing your inner chest at the peak of the motion. Avoid letting the cable snap back or relying on momentum. Slow, controlled movements will maximize activation and help you achieve the best results. While cable flies are excellent for inner chest development, incorporating them alongside dumbbell flies can provide a balanced approach. Dumbbell flies contribute to overall chest mass and offer a deep stretch, which helps enhance flexibility and range of motion. Together, these exercises can help you build a fuller, more defined chest. However, if your goal is to prioritize the inner chest, cable flies are the better choice due to their unmatched ability to maintain tension during the entire movement. Whether you're aiming for better definition, increased symmetry, or enhanced overall chest strength, cable flies offer a reliable and effective way to meet your goals. Their versatility and focus on constant tension make them a cornerstone exercise for chest isolation and development. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about these or any other exercises, and I'll do my best to reply as quickly as possible. Make sure to watch my full video series where I rank the best and worst exercises for muscle building.